Good morning, everybody. A little bit of morning madness. Every single one of us wishes to be free from suffering and to be happy. So it's very good that we investigate what exactly are the causes of our unhappiness and our suffering. And then if we really investigate it, then we have the opportunity to change it. Most of us, what do? We project our unhappiness upon the external world. We say maybe it's because of politics, it's because of economics, it's because of our relationship, it's because of what other people have said to me. There are many different reasons why we say externally that we are unhappy. But if we really investigate this, we say, well, let me think physically. How am I physically made unhappy? How often do people hurt us? Physically hurt us? I would be surprised within the last year or the last 5 years that somebody deliberately, physically hurt us. If it's the case that somebody hurts us, let's say once a week, I would say that's a lot. And for how long does that physical harm continue for, or the suffering of the physical pain continue for? Maybe for half an hour. So we see then, okay, well then maybe I'm only experiencing unhappiness because of physical harm for half an hour a week. It's really not a lot of time. And we think, well, maybe what it is because of the way people speak to me. What have they said to me? Maybe somebody abuses me verbally or says horrible things to me. But then how often is that? How often does somebody say horrible things to us? Maybe 10 minutes every day? I would think that's a lot as well. Maybe half an hour. So let's say, okay, so somebody's saying horrible things to us, saying things that hurt us or make us feel uncomfortable for half an hour every day. So that's only half an hour of the day that we are unhappy because of what other people are saying to us. So then where's the rest of that unhappiness coming from? Most of the rest of the unhappiness is coming due to the way we are thinking. Maybe somebody has hurt us, but we continually think about, oh, this person physically hurt me. Or somebody said nasty words to me, so we continue thinking about this. And for how long do we carry on thinking about this? We maybe carry on thinking about it for another half an hour, another hour, maybe a day. So what's happening is where most of the hurt and unhappiness is coming from is the way that we're thinking. It's not actually because other people are hurting us so much. So what we can do is we can transform the way we're thinking. It's very difficult to change everybody else. It's not necessarily possible that we can stop other people saying horrible things to us or nasty things to us or hurting us. But what we can do, at least we can stop thinking about what has been said and what has been done to us for such a long time. And this we can do. It takes practice. We can do this through meditation. We can do this through being aware and mindful of what is going on in our mind and not entertaining those thoughts. And in the beginning it's difficult. It takes time, it takes energy. But just like everything, in the beginning it's difficult. However, through our practice we can gradually transform this and we can get better and better of letting go of all of our negative thinking. And sometimes we're not even hurt by somebody else. There's no real reason for us to be thinking negative things, but we do. So it's very important that we train our mind and we look at where exactly is the suffering coming from. How much of it is really coming from everybody else in the external circumstances, and how much is coming from ourselves. The way we're thinking, that we're continuing these thoughts. And this we can change. And if we think about it as well, what other people are saying, their words, yes, they might be hurtful, they might be nasty, they might be degrading, they might make us unhappy. But really, those words hurt us because we accept those words. We don't necessarily have to accept what other people say. If we use an example, if we're very happy, if we're full of joy, maybe something is really going well in our life, and somebody says something horrible to us or nasty to us, we don't really think about it too much. We might think, oh yes, okay, but then we leave it, we drop it. We don't continue thinking about it. Maybe we think about it for a minute or two, then we think, life is good, I'm quite happy, and we forget about it. However, if somebody says that exact same thing to us, and we're in a bad mood, or we're unhappy, or we're tired, or other things have been going wrong, then suddenly we might take umbrage to it. We might be very upset about it. Why does this person say these things to me? It's so unfair. I don't deserve this. I'm so angry with them. Who do they think they are? And then we entertain what they said for a long time, and we really feel unhappy, or we maybe act in a way that is hurtful, or else we go back to that person and we say something nasty back to them, or we feel unhappy with them, or we ignore them. So there we see again in this example that actually a lot has to do with our state of mind, what we accept and what we don't accept, that we actually accept the words that the person has given us. There's actually an example with Buddha where what happened is somebody went to Buddha when he was sitting under one of the trees and meditating, and this person hurled abuse at him and shouted at him and said very nasty things. But he wasn't fazed by it. He just sat there and was quite happy and didn't get angry with the person, didn't get upset with the person. Eventually this person said, "Why aren't you getting angry? I've said so many nasty things to you and in front of everybody else, and usually this would embarrass people." Buddha said, "You can say what you want. It's my choice to accept what you say or not." And so through this example as well, we see that most of the harm, most of the unhappiness is coming because we accept the words of others. Also, if you think about it, words, do they actually hurt us? They only really physically hurt us if somebody shouts at us and it's very close to our eardrum, then it really hurts our eardrum. Otherwise, words don't physically hurt us. And do they hurt our mind? Do they hurt our state of happiness? Only if we accept them. Maybe we could put it another way. If somebody says something horrible to us, really nasty, but they say it in a language we don't understand, then it doesn't affect us at all. But if we understand it and we don't accept it, then it also doesn't affect us. We don't take it to heart. However, if we take it to heart, then it really makes us unhappy. Then we feel hurt, and then we might entertain what they've said for a long time. It can affect us. It can affect us for days, for months, for years. Anyway, the important thing from this is to really say, if we are feeling unhappiness, if we want to reduce our unhappiness, it's really good that we investigate where is most of our unhappiness going on. What is the greatest source of our unhappiness? Is it really from the external world, the economics, the politics, our relationships, everybody else? Or is a lot of it coming from within ourselves, the way we're thinking? This is a good thing to investigate. And once we've investigated, then we can really have a look and see where can we put in the most energy to change, to remedy this.